Please repeat. Kujantam Rama Ramete Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. In the last session we discussed Lord Sri Ram along with his brother, younger brother Lakshman, came to Mithila following sage Vishwamitra. The news reached Janak Maharaj along with Purohit Shatananda Rishi. They came to meet Vishwamitra and they saw these two young boys, beautiful boys. So we heard about all these things. So Janak Maharaj, he goes back to his palace to continue to do the yajna that he was doing. And next day morning, he sends his Rishi, Shatananda Rishi, to invite Vishwamitra to palace because they are living outside. They're staying outskirts of the city. So he wants to invite them to his palace so that they can be part of yajna that he was doing. Tata prabhate vimale kritakarma naradhipa Vishwamitram Mahatmanam Ajuhavan Saraghavam. Next day early morning, Janak Maharaj sends his Purohit Shatananda Rishi and many other sages and tells them, please go invite Mahatma Vishwamitra along with him Saraghavaha, Lord Ram and Lakshman. Please invite all of them to our palace. So they come to Vishwamitra and they offer their respectful obeisances and they invite them, please come, please visit the palace of Janak Maharaj and please be part of this yajna that is going on in our city. By then, the news has spread everywhere in Mithila city that the two young boys have come with Vishwamitra Rishi. And they are very beautiful. They are enchantingly beautiful. Their eyes are like lotus petals. And they are sons of Dasharath Maharaj. So, in big groups, the citizens of Mithila, they're all coming to see who are those two beautiful boys. They're extraordinarily beautiful. They look so great. We can remember how Janak Maharaj, when he saw the boys, he said, oh, they look like devatas. Such people are not born among the human beings. Look at the way they're standing. They look like Vyaghra, tiger. They look like bull, Vrishabha. They look like Simha. They look like Gaja. They look like elephant. They look like tiger. So this is how we remember, he said. And such people, like they are looking like devatas, can only be born out of their own will. They are not human beings. And when Janak was speaking, Maharaj, he was holding his hands together in Anjali Mudra and he was speaking. So now lots and lots of people of Mithila city, they are coming to see these two boys who have come with Vishwamitra, and they're seeing and they're not disappointed. What they heard about these two boys, they're more than that. You know, sometimes we hear and when we actually go, we are disappointed. Oh, so much we heard. It's not really like that. Sometimes some people visit some tourist place and they come, it is so nice, so big and all. And we actually go there, oh, it's not so tall, it's not like so big. So, but actually, all the citizens of Mithila, they heard about these two boys through those sages, and they came, and when they saw, they felt, array, they told us less, here it is more. So they were completely satisfied. Their heart was filled with satisfaction. So Vishwamitra, along with Sri Ram and Lakshman, now they're going towards palace of Janak Maharaj inside Mithila city. As they're walking in the streets of Mithila city, there are hundreds and thousands of people standing on either side of the road just to saw those two boys. And they're all talking amongst themselves. Hey, look at them, look at them. See how beautiful they are. They are enjoying, they're relishing. And the scriptures mention they were all behaving like Dumbhi, like this, those bees, honey bees. Like honey bees, they are fully busy in drinking the nectar of the flower. So every eyes of that Mithila citizen, they became every person, they have two eyes, but those two eyes for a moment transformed like honeybee, because honeybee knows how to drink the nectar from the flower. And the nectar was Lord Ram's beauty. What was the nectar? Lord Sri Ram's beauty. And those who are watching, they become like honeybee. Honeybee knows how to drink. So that means the citizens of Mithila city, they were all spiritually advanced. They knew how to drink the beauty of Lord Sri Ram. These people who are not spiritually advanced, so they say, oh, how much to see, it's fine. It's over. Like we go to temples, we want to have darshan. Again, we want to go and have darshan. Some people say, ho gaya na, ek bar dekh liya, kitna bar dekhte ab? Chale hum, jayenge. And then sometimes we go from one temple to another temple. They say, is it something different? No, it's also Krishna temple. Say, over. No, how many times you keep seeing? Sometimes you go to some temple to have darshan. Again in the queue we go. No, once again I'll go. Again, sometimes some people go. Some people will be thinking, what is this? They are not spiritually serious people. If you are serious spiritually, you want to see the Lord again and again and again and again, but still you are not satisfied. You're not satisfied. So this Mithila city citizens were like that. Ram is walking, and now that road is over, now he's entering into another road. These people are again going to the place where Ram is entering. So again they're seeing Lord Sri Ram in this way, in big groups. Hundreds and thousands of them are continuously cherishing, relishing the Lord Ram's beauty. And this is how they walked in the cities. And they were all thinking in their heart, such beautiful, handsome, good-looking boy should be the husband of our Sita. They were all praying. The moment they saw Lord Sri Ram, and they were all thinking in their heart, oh, this boy should become the husband of our Sita. You see, they were not thinking, oh, he should become my husband. He should become maybe my son-in-law in my home. I have a daughter. They knew such a great person is match for another great personality. So this is called knowing our own capacity. Being in our limits. When we see something, if you are not spiritually trained, you suddenly think, I need this. I want this. But if you are spiritually trained, you know everything that is great, everything that is beautiful, everything that is wonderful, not necessarily meant for me. It is so beautiful, it is so great, it should belong to another great person. Isn't it? This is a spiritual trained intelligence. So when they saw Lord Ram, what is their desire? Oh, such great person, such beautiful person should belong to Mother Sita, their princess. Right? This is how they were all wishing, praying. And Sri Ram, Lakshman, along with Vishwamitra, reached the palace. As they reached, Janak Maharaj himself came to the doorsteps of his palace to welcome all of them. And he gave appropriate, respectful welcome, swagatam, and received them. So very nicely received them. How it is? It is very nicely mentioned here. Bhagavan swagatam testu kim karomi tavanaka. Bhagavan swagatam. Hey Bhagavan, swagatam, you're most welcome. Bhavan agnya payatu mamagnapo bhavata hayam. Please give me order. Please give me command. Janak Maharaj is asking from Vishwamitra, please give me order. Give me your command. What should I do? See, when great people come, we should ask them, please tell us what should we do. Give us some order. Because when great people come, they will always give some orders that are good for us. That will bring shubh, that brings auspiciousness in our life. The moment Janak Maharaj saw Vishwamitra, he's asking, hey Bhagavan, hey Vishwamitra, tell me what do you want me to do? Whatever you tell me, I'll do. They're not joking. They're not like lip service. Na? Like when we go to invite people for marriage or some function, we say, Aap zarur aana, like this. But in our heart, we say, even if you don't come, who cares? We are not very serious about what we are speaking. Right? But Janak Maharaj is not like that. He's seriously asking Vishwamitra, please tell me, Tavagnaya, what is your Agnya for me? Your command, your order is my command. I'll do whatever you want. The moment he asked like that, Vishwamitra said, you see, these two boys you're seeing, you saw them yesterday also. He said, Putrau Dasharatasyemo Kshatriyo Lokavishruta. These boys, they're Dasharata Sutha. They're children of Dasharath Maharaj. Kshatriyo Lokavishruta. They are Kshatriya boys. They are not Brahmanas and sages like us. Drushtau Kamau. They come with a desire, Kama. They come with a desire of Drushtau, to see. They come with me to see. What is that? Dhanushrestham yade tvayi tishtati. Dhanushreshtha. You got on great dhanur, bow with you. They come to see that. You show them, they'll go back. You just show them because, it's like somebody is a great fan of cricket. So you tell them there is a bat that was used by Sachin Tendulkar or Virat Kohli. It's a person who is like a die-hard fan of cricket. If you tell them there is a bat that is like personally used by Sachin or Virat Kohli, he'll be so excited. So this Ram and Lakshman, being Kshatriya boys, they love Yuddha, war, and all the weapons they love. And when they came to know there is a Shiva Dhanus used by Lord Shiva. Oh, what an interesting thing it is to see. They said, oh, we want to see this. So they come with Vishwamitra. So he said, you please show that some Shreshta Dhanu that is there with you. So they'll see that and they'll go, Drashtu Kamau. They come with that desire to see that. So here we'll stop for a while and we'll also hear one more important information. The information is why that place is called Mithila, why that name came, why this king is called Janak Maharaj. What is his actual name? Why is he called Janak Maharaj? Why that their kingdom was called Mithila kingdom, right? This is important because we are in that place, the history. So the history of this place is there in many Puranas, and especially in Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th canto, it is very beautifully mentioned. In the Ikshvaku dynasty, where Lord Sri Ram belongs, that is Ikshvaku dynasty. In the same Ikshvaku dynasty, there was a king called Nimi Chakravarti. Nimi, his name was Nimi. So once he had a desire to do yajna. He had a desire to do one big yajna. So he approached his Kula Purohit. Who is a Kula Purohit in Ikshvaku dynasty? Vasishtha Rishi, right? So he went to Vasishtha Rishi and said, my dear Vasishtha Rishi, I want to do yajna. So please become the chief priest You become the chief priest and make this yajna happen. So Vasishtha Rishi said, "Arey re, just little late, ab thoda late aa gaya." So I just agreed to be a chief priest of a yajna that is conducted by Indra in Swargalok. So Indra Dev came to me and told me that he is conducting a big yajna and he asked me to be the chief priest. So I just agreed at the same time. So do one thing, I just go, I finish that yajna and I come back. Once I come back, then we will do your yajna. So Nimi Chakravarti did not reply anything. He remained silent. So Vasishtha Rishi went to Swargaloka to do yajna of Indra. And Nimi Chakravarti thought in his mind, life is so short. Time is so precious. Any moment we may die. I should not waste even a moment to glorify the Lord. I must do this yajna as soon as possible. So he did not wait for Vasishtha Rishi. So he went ahead and he started doing yajna. So Vasishtha Rishi, he completed his yajna in Swargalok, and he with great haste, with hurry, he came back. My disciple, this Nimi Chakravarti is waiting for me. I told him, wait, I'll come back and I'll do your yajna. So he comes back, and to his shock, he saw that already yajna is over. This Nimi Chakravarti, this Ikshvaku Kula Raj, he is a Raj, and this is Vasishtha Rishi is their Purohit. Without waiting for their own Purohit, has already completed yajna. So it shocked Vasishtha Rishi and it made him angry. He felt humiliated. He said, I am the main priest for everything that happens in this family, in this Ikshvaku dynasty. And this king has just disregarded me and he has finished this. He got so angry and he gave one sharp to this Nimi Chakravarti. He said that you are so arrogant that you have done this yajna. So I curse you that you give up your life. You die. So Vasishtha Rishi cursed Nimi Chakravarti to die. Then Nimi Chakravarti became angry by hearing this. He said, I have not done anything wrong. After all, what I have done is yajna for the glorification of the Lord. I have not done anything for my profit. You should have been happy that your disciple has done yajna. A guru should be happy whenever his disciple do anything that is glorifying the Lord. Instead of becoming happy, you became upset that you missed the opportunity and you went to Swargaloka for your name, fame and extra some benefit that you get from Indra. So you cursed me. I also curse you that you also die. So they cursed each other. You can just imagine how powerful they must be. We also can tell somebody, why don't you die? Nothing happens. They'll be just there, isn't it? That means our words have no power. From this, we can also understand one, words can have power. What you say, it can happen. And that is one type of tapasya. Because in Kali Yuga, unlimitedly we tell lies, we lose that power. Satyavakya. Always speak the truth. Satyam. Always speak the truth. Never tell lies. Never use the speaking power for speaking some rubbish, some useless, some gossip. No, these people never do. That's why their speaking, has that power. So they cursed each other. Immediately that Nimi, the king Nimi, he left the body. Vasishtha also left the body because of the curse. Then again, Vasishtha, he again appeared through Mitra and Varuna when they came in contact with an Apsara called Urvashi. So as a result of that, Vasishtha Rishi again born and again he came back. So you can see another interesting thing. So everybody takes rebirth. It is not something extraordinary. But he takes rebirth as Vasishtha only. There is a continuity there. Sometimes there is Punarjanma and everything, it doesn't continue. But in Vasishtha's case, Everything 100% as it is continuing even after he gave up body and took birth once again from another father and mother, Mitra, Varuna. And when they contacted Apsara, as a result of that, he was born once again. So, but all the remaining sages, rishis, who are participating in that yajna, they became worried. What happened to our king? He has left the body. Now who will rule? Who will rule this kingdom? Who will take care of the citizens? You need a king. Otherwise the citizens will go here, they will go uncontrolled. So you need a great king who will manage, who will administer, who will guide citizens. So they all requested the Devatas who had come to attend the yajna conducted by Nimi, this Nimi Raj. They said, "Oh Devatas, if you're all happy and satisfied with the yajna performed by Nimi Raj, this Nimi Chakravarti, so please bless so that he can come back to his body." All the Devatas said, yes, we are all very happy, we are very pleased. Nimi Chakravarti can re-enter his body and he can come back to life. But immediately Nimi Chakravarti said, no, I don't want to enter into this body once again. I am not interested. I said, why? He said, who likes this disgusting material body? This is so disgusting, this material body. Full of miseries, full of problems. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, Dukkha, Doshanu, Darshanam. In this material world, in this material body, you only suffer. I don't want to enter into this material body. So they don't know what to do. They convinced Devatas to grant the permission so that he can enter that body back. But he is saying, no, I will not enter the body. So what to do? This Devatas tried to convince the Nimi Chakravarti, no, you are a king, please come back and all that. He said, no, I don't want to come back. So he speaks a lot of philosophy. He says how important it is actually to leave from this world, leave from this body. Why will I again enter into this body? You see how advanced people they were. We don't want to die. We are like, no, मुझे नहीं मरना है, अरे बचा लो, कोई आकर मुझे बचाओ. We don't want to die. And here was this great king. He already is very powerful. They're inviting him to come back to be the king only. Not that, no, he was a king and now they're inviting him to come back as one servant. Then he can say, no, I don't want to come back. Earlier I was a king. How can I come back? They're asking him to come back as king. He says, no, I don't want. I don't want this material world, material body and all that. See how they are so detached. No attachment to their body. Such kings were there. So then finally, by hearing the Nimi's spiritual realizations, the Devatas say, okay, don't force him. Let him be there without body. Let him be there in a spiritual body. Let him be there as an associate of the Supreme Lord. He doesn't require this material body. So they granted him. So then, but you need a king, still you need a king. He is not ready to come back, they need a king. All the sages, very great sages, tapasvis who were there, so they churned the body of that Nimi. The Nimi's body was there. They churned his body, churning, like we churn the, curd. And from that buttermilk and all that comes, right? So they churned his body, and from the churning process of that Nimi's body, one child was born. The next king was born. That kind of, they knew this. So, Janmana Janakaha so bhoot Vaidehastu Videhajaha. Janakaha, Janmana Janakaha. Because he was born in an extraordinary way. So that child was given the name Janaka. Janaka means the one who is born, right? So, because he was born in an unusual way, the child was called Janaka. Janmana Janakaha Sobhut Vaidehastu Videhaja. Because he was born without, through that body of Nimi. So, he also got another name, Videha, Vaideha. Deha means body, right? Vaideha, without a body. That Nimi, He has already left the body. But from that body he was born, so he got the name Vaideha. Because he was born in a very unusual way, he was called Janaka, Vaideha, because he was born from the churning. Churning in Sanskrit is called Mathan. So he got the name Mithila. Mithila means the child that is born out of churning process. Videha or Vaideha, because he was born from that body where Nimi had left that soul, Nimi soul had left the body. So these are all the reasons. All the kings from that time onwards, their name was Janak. That is like a surname. That is not the main name. That is the surname. So then which Janak Maharaj is this? Who is inviting Vishwamitra, Ram, Lakshman? So we came to know he is called Janak. But Janak is a surname. It is not the main name. So his name was Shirodhvaja Janaka. This is the name of Sita's father. What is his name? Shirodhvaja Janaka. Shirodhvaja Janaka. So Janmana Janakaha Sobhut Vaidehastu Videhajaha Mithilo Mathanat Mithila Yena Nirmita. Mithilo Mathanat, because he is born from the Mathana, is called Mithila. So like this. And then Shukadeva Goswami says in Bhagavatam 9th canto, from the Mithila came a son named Udhavasu. Janaka, first Janaka's son was Udhavasu. Udhavasu Janaka. From Udhavasu, Nandivardhana Janaka. From Nandivardhana, Suketu Janaka. From Suketu, Devavrata Janaka came. From Devarata Janaka came Brihadrata Janaka. From Brihadrata Janaka came Mahavirya Janaka. From Mahavirya Janaka came Sudhriti Janaka. From Sudhriti came Drishtaketu Janaka. From Drishtaketu Janaka came Haryashva Janaka. From Haryashva Janaka came Maru Janaka. And from Maru Janaka came Pratipaka Janaka. Pratipaka Janaka's child was Krithanatha Janaka. From Krithanatha Janaka, Devamidha. All the names are recorded. Nobody is missed here. Devamida Janaka's son was Vishruta Janaka. Vishruta's son was Mahadriti Janaka. From Mahadriti Janaka was Kritiratha Janaka. From Kritiratha Janaka is Maharoma Janaka. From Maharoma Janaka came Swarnaroma Janaka. From Swarnaroma was Harsharoma. From Harsharoma's son was Shirodhvaja Janaka. This is the history of all the Janakas till Sita's father. So this is how the place got the name Mithila, because it was established by a king called Mithila. It also called Videha. It because the same king Videha had established it. So this is the reason Sita is called Janaki, because she is the daughter of Janaka. She is called Mithili because she comes from the Mithila city. She is called Vaidehi because she is the daughter of Videha. So, and her name is Sita. Her name is Sita, but she is also known as Janaki. She is also known as Mithili. She is also known as Vaidehi. These are the names. So this Shirodhvaja Janaka, when he asked Vishwamitra, please give me order. What should I do? Then Vishwamitra said, show me that bow, Shivadhanas that you got, and my order is that you should marry your daughter to the son of Dasharath Maharaj. You see how great he is? You should marry your daughter. You see how Vishwamitra is so powerful. He can give such orders. He can tell another big king that you marry your daughter to this boy. And then Janak Maharaj, by hearing this, became very happy. Oh, so great. I was waiting for this. Not just from this life, in his previous life. We already know Vedavati's father, he was a Kushadhvaja. So he has done tapasya. What was his tapasya? That Supreme Lord should become my son-in-law. Like Vasudeva, Devaki, they did tapasya that Supreme Lord should become our son. There is somebody doing tapasya that we want Supreme Lord as our son-in-law. You see how people have got different desires. Somebody wants Supreme Lord to be their father. Somebody wants Supreme Lord to be their son. Somebody wants Supreme Lord to be their son-in-law. So he is that Kushadvaja. He has done tapasya that Supreme Lord Narayana, Krishna should become my son-in-law. And he already knows this Ram is the Supreme Lord. Then he told Vishwamitra Rishi. So he tells Vishwamitra Rishi, I will tell you, I can marry, no problem. But I want to tell you something. See, I have a condition. The condition is that this Shiva Dhanas that is there in our family, whoever strings, there is a string, they lift the bow, they bend the bow and string that bow, he can marry my daughter. This is the rule I have established. And I will tell you how we got this bow, how this came to us. Right? And I will also tell you how I got my daughter Sita. So he says that. So he says, Devaratha iti khyato nimishesho mahipati. We heard this Devaratha name in their family. So this Devaratha Janaka, he did tapasya. Actually, every king in this family, that all the names that we heard, they all did tapasya. And all of their desire was, very interesting desire, Mahalakshmi Devi should appear as the daughter in our family. This was their desire. Like I just now told you, there are people who are doing tapasya like Sutapa, Prishtigarbha, Aditi, Kashyapa, Vasudeva, Devaki. Their tapasya is Narayana should appear as our son. Oh, everybody is praying only for a male child. You see this? They say, no, there is so much partiality for a male gender. No, it's not true. Look at this family. They are doing tapasya not to ask for Narayana. They want a daughter. And their desire is, we want Mahalakshmi Devi should appear in our family as daughter in our family. So that was their tapasya. They were, somebody asked me, how do we get a good child? This is all what we see. You want a great child, good child, devotee child, you have to do tapasya. If you don't do tapasya, you won't get great children. Good children, great children are always result of tapasya. This is what the example we see. Even Dasharatha Maharaj, he got Lord Ram after doing Ashwamedha Yajna, Putra Kameshti Yajna. Not just like that the child was born. Even child was born, Krishna was born to Devaki Vasudeva after thousands of years of tapasya. So here, not this king, many kings have done tapasya, that Mahalakshmi should appear as a daughter in our family, like that. So, this all great people come as a result of tapasya. If we want good devotees, great devotees to come to us, maybe in our organization or our family, we also have to do tapasya. If we don't do tapasya, then some hanky-panky people will come and create so much problem. So when we do tapasya, Krishna will send right people, great people. So we should be ready to do tapasya. So when this Devaratha Janaka, when he did tapasya, all the kings did tapasya, they were continuously praying, Mahalakshmi should appear as a daughter. So all the Devatas, they came, see, Mahalakshmi will appear. But one very important thing we want to give you for some future, protection of your family. They said, during Daksha Yajna, Daksha Yajna? Daksha Prajapati did Yajna, how he insulted Lord Shiva, and Sati Devi, she gave up her life, and that made Lord Shiva so angry. So at that time, Lord Shiva brought one Dhanus, bow, and he killed all those people who were there in the Daksha's Yajna. And then Lord Shiva told at that time, Daksha Yajna Vadhe Purvam Dhanurayamya Viryavan Rudrastu Tridashan Roshat Salilamidravavit. Roshat, Rudra, Lord Shiva was so angry. He told, you Devatas, I will kill all of you also. Not only those who took the side of the Dakshas, you people, you're also taking the side of this Daksha and misbehaving. So I will kill you all with this dhanus with me. Lord Shiva was so angry and is so great man, right? Yasmad Garthino Bhaganna Kalpayatame Suraha. By hearing this, all the devas start shivering and trembling. If Lord Shiva is going to kill us, then nobody can save us, right? Varangani Maharhani Dhanusha Shatayami. They so much pleaded Lord Shiva to forgive and became shant, be pacified. He said, please forgive us. Please don't do this. So Lord Shiva became pacified. So he gave his dhanus to those devatas. Keep this with you, people. Like that. It's used by Lord Shiva. And then these devatas, they were the custodian of this great Shiva dhanas. And this Shiva dhanas, those devatas came, and so they gave to this Shirodhvaja Janaka. Because so many kings, they had done tapasya. As a result of all their previous tapasyas, hard work, and this Shirodhvaja Janaka's tapasya, so this devatas came and gave this. See, keep it this Shiva dhanas with you. When Mahalakshmi Devi appears, there will be a leela connected to this. So then Janak Maharaj was thinking, my desire is that Narayana has to come and marry my daughter. So how to prove that Narayana only will come and marry my daughter? So I have to keep such a condition, only Lord Narayana can fulfill that condition. Nobody else can fulfill that condition. So the condition was, whoever comes and lifts the Shiva dhanas and strings the Shiva dhanas, so he will be competent to marry my daughter. Now who can lift Shiva dhanas? Other than Lord Shiva, nobody can lift. So we should know this. Whatever Lord Shiva uses, others cannot use that. That is beyond their capacity. So only the person who is more than Lord Shiva can come and lift it. Then it is proven that it is Narayana who has come. No one else will be able to do that. So he kept such condition to prove to the whole world that it is Supreme Lord. So he said, and this is how. So then he said how he got Sita Devi, right? He told that once he wanted to do yajna. Why? Because he wants daughter. And he wants which daughter? Mahalakshmi as his daughter. See, they all know this. These great personalities, we can't get so easily like that. It's like Dashratha Maharaj did Putra Kameshti Yajna. This Janak Maharaj, Shirodhvaja Janak Maharaj also wanted to do Yajna to get a daughter. Because somebody asked me this question after watching our Ramayana video on YouTube. Oh, you see, they are doing Yajna to get son only. Nobody wants daughter. So here is somebody. He is doing yajna to get daughter. So, and to do yajna, first of all, you have to select the right place. You cannot simply go and pick up any place and start doing yajna. That is all nonsense. You have to get the very, very suitable place. So he was checking for a suitable place. And once you select the place, you have to also check whether that place is a pure place or not. It should be pure. If it is not a pure place, if it is impure place, then your yajna will not be fruitful. All these conditions are there. That is why yajna is not recommended in Kali Yuga. Such kind of yajnas. What is recommended is Sankirtana yajna, which doesn't have all these conditions. So, but here he wants to do that yajna. So he is checking for a place. And how do you check the purity of the place? So they have to dig the place. They have to dig the place according to the height of the Yajaman. Yajaman means whoever is conducting yajna, he is called Yajaman. In this case, the Shirodhvaja Janaka is the Yajaman. So his height, that much they should dig and check. There are no impurities there. There are certain symptoms to check. If you find such and such material when you dig, then it becomes not acceptable and all those things. So how do you dig? So there is a process for that. Simply you cannot bring some item and start digging. So he has to do Bhu Puja first. How do you do Bhumi Puja? So for that he got the 2 bulls, cows. And first to worship those cows, those bulls. And then those bulls were tied to plow. Plow? That hala. Hala. So that Hala has another name called Sira. Is also called Sira. So he tied that Sira to the two bulls and they all did puja, and that bull will pass now. And that Sira or that hull is the one which, scraps the earth. So that is the process. And that Yajaman who is going to conduct yajna, he should drive that two bulls. So this is the whole process. So Janak Maharaj, Shirodvaja Janak Maharaj, so he was doing. And when he was, tilling the land, it is called tilling the land or plowing the land. So all the citizens were gathered, the sages were there, brahmanas were there. So they were all offering prayers. Oh, this should become successful so that Mahalakshmi will appear in our place. They were all desiring, praying. They were chanting the mantras. Some are, singing the stotras. Like this, all that mantra, ghosha, stotra, all that is going on. At that time, it's so much intense devotion. Shirodvaja Janaka Maharaj, he starts plowing and the cows, those bulls start moving, and behind them, that Sira or that, hull is coming. The moment it came and it hit in one place, so it got stuck. So then Janak Maharaj said, why it is stuck? Please dig here. So when they dug, they saw a manjusha. There was a manjusha. Manjusha is a box which is made out of gold and rubies and jewelries like that. That's called manjusha. So they found a manjusha. Then everybody said, oh, Janak Maharaj got some treasure. People, they do the treasure hunt. Right? But they don't get any treasure. But here, oh, Janak Maharaj got treasure. It's very auspicious. No? You got a treasure and all this manjusha is very auspicious. So when they brought that big manjusha box, they opened the box. To their surprise, there was beautiful 1,000-petal lotus inside that. And there is glowing, radiant light, and there is a beautiful baby girl inside. Janak Maharaj was astonished. Beautiful baby girl smiling inside the manjusha in the 1,000-petal lotus. There's a baby, there's a girl, baby girl. And everyone started, making ho sound. Oh, Janak Maharaj is blessed with a baby girl, like that. So Janak Maharaj, with so much excitement, he received that baby and he was holding the baby in his hand, and the tears are rolling in his eyes because that baby was not an ordinary baby. She is none other than Mahalakshmi, who appeared in an extraordinary way. Ram appeared from the womb of Kausalya, but Mahalakshmi Devi did not appear from any human beings. There's a reason why she appeared like that. There's a reason. Later, when the same Sita Devi, when she was asked to do Agni Pariksha, or when she entered into this earth, there is so much discussion and all these things come there. She was not an ordinary woman. She was not born from an ordinary father and mother. When Ravan came to kidnap Sita from the Dandakaranya, he could not even touch this Sita. What he touched was Chaya Sita, was a shadow Sita. It was not the real Sita. This Sita is alaukik. She is an extraordinary way she appeared. Now, many questions will come here. How can a child be inside the earth in one box? How can a child come out from earth and inside? Just like Narayana can come out from the pillar as Narasimha, how can somebody be inside the pillar? God can be inside the pillar. So God's energy can also come out like that. They don't require an ordinary way of birth. Like Narasimha came from Stamba or Kamba, so like that Mahalakshmi Devi came from earth, indicating that she is the one who is the Prakriti. She is the maintainer of the Prakriti, owner and controller of the Prakriti. How can a child be breathing inside one box that is buried inside the earth? Breathing is a requirement of ordinary people. Those who control the Atma, who is a Paramatma, and they are not dependent on breathing process for them to be alive. Isn't it? So because the child was born like that, the Shirodvaja Janaka, he named the daughter Sira Jataha. Sira is that hull. Sira Jataha. Born from the Sira, that hull edge. It stuck, so the child was born. So Sira Jataha, from the Sira, the letter C, from the Jataha, letter Ta, it is taken in the honor of that Ayuda that was used. So he named his daughter as Sita. Sita means Sira Jataha Sita. So this is how my daughter was born. So he told this to Vishwamitra Rishi. So I felt, how do I marry? She's so beautiful, she's so extraordinary, she's so great. And I want only Narayana to come. Right? So I kept this condition. Condition is that you have to come, you have to give Virya Shulka. In the Kshatriya family, if you want to marry this princess, the process is that they'll keep a condition. That's called Virya Shulka. Shulka means the price. Price. What is the price? Virya Shulka. You have to show your Virya strength. How great are you? Because they're Kshatriyas, for them the Virya, their strength is very important. So he said, to marry my daughter, I want a Virya Shulka. You show that Virya Shulka, you can marry my daughter. What is that Virya Shulka? You have to carry, you have to lift this Shiva Dhanush. So Lord Shiva had blessed this Janak Maharaj. That only, because that, who will lift that, this Dhanus, right? So who will lift this Dhanus? How it will be lifted? So Lord Shiva had told that only whom you want, and who is that person whom he wants is Narayan. Only he will be able to lift this Shiva Dhanus. And my devotees, 5,000 fully dedicated devotees of Lord Shiva, means they have devoted their life to Lord Shiva. They don't have anything else other than Lord Shiva in their life. Such people who are completely self-controlled. They have complete self-control. Atmavan. Complete self-control, complete devotees of Lord Shiva. Such 5,000 people, whenever Janak Maharaj desires, they will be able to somehow able to lift and move or bring this Shiva Dhanush wherever Janak Maharaj wants. Otherwise, nobody will be able to lift this. So, when Vishwamitra said, you show that Shiva Dhanush, let these two boys see, then Janak Maharaj said, okay, go and bring the Shiva Dhanush. Then 5,000 people stood up. When we say, go and bring one glass of water, and only one person will get up. 5,000 people stood up. And this 5,000 people are who? Who are authorized by Lord Shiva, not any 5,000 people. Not that some 5,000 people got up. Those who are Atmavan, those who are complete self-control. They had conquered all the senses, mind, and they're devotees of Lord Shiva. By the blessings of Lord Shiva, they're able to, with great difficulty, they brought Shiva Dhanush. And everybody saw that. My God, how huge it is. It's so huge. And then Janak Maharaj said, many kings came to marry my daughter. When the news spread everywhere, I have a daughter who's extraordinarily beautiful. She is endowed with special qualities. So everyone desired, oh, I should marry such a queen, right? So they all came. And I told them, this is the condition, you should lift this. So they tried, they could not even move an inch. They could not even move an inch. Forget about lifting. They could not even move it. Even 1 inch they could not. And Janak Maharaj says, even Dashanana came. Who is Dashanana? Ravana. See here how interesting. Janak Maharaj is not calling him as Ravan. He's calling him as. There is a reason why that. When Ravan came to marry Sita, then Janak Maharaj told, "Aapko ye lift karna padega." So he was lifting Kailasa only, no? So he said, "Now you lift this." So when he tried to lift that with 10 heads, Dashanana, with 10 heads, with 20 hands. Dashanana means 10 heads, 20 hands. That means how much power he must have exerted to lift it. He also could not move even an inch of that Shivadhanas. And he fell down. And when he fell down, 20 eyes, 10 head means 20 eyes. The 20 eyes of Ravanas were doing chakkar. They say the eyes are reeling. When something is not possible in your hand, they say my eyes are reeling. So like that, when Ravana was, he fell, got defeated, his 10 heads with 20 eyes reeling, circling out of that tiredness, he fell. And he said, when great kings came like this and they got defeated, they got so angry. Oh, this Janak Maharaj is intentionally, he want to humiliate us. He has kept such a competition which is never possible to be, completed. So we will attack this Mithila city. We will destroy the Mithila city. We will destroy this Janak Maharaj. Because he has insulted us. He has humiliated us. First of all, you keep such a condition which is impossible. Nobody can complete that task. His only intention is to insult us. So they all attacked this Janak Maharaja's Mithila city. But suddenly, Chaturanga Bala army came out. Chariots, Chaturanga means the four. Chatur means four. Chariots, elephants, horses, infantry. Countless number of Chaturanga army came out of that Mithila city, beat them, catch them, kill them, defeat and throw away all those soldiers who attacked this Mithila city. How it happened? Actually, Janak Maharaj had done another tapasya, 1000-year tapasya. And when he did that tapasya, Lord Brahma appeared. And then Janak Maharaj told, you see, I have kept such a competition that whoever comes, they have to lift the Shivadhanas. Definitely these Kshatriyas who get defeated, they will get angry. So how to protect Mother Sita till Sriman Narayana comes? So Lord Brahma gave this blessing. Anybody who attacks Mithila city, they will be defeated. If they attack, they will get defeated. I will put my army to protect your city till Narayana himself comes. See, Lord Brahma had kept his army to protect Mithila city. That is why if anybody attacks Mithila city, then immediately they'll be defeated by the special army given by Devatas. See how much arrangement was done, isn't it? And now Vishwamitra is saying, marry your daughter to this boy. So Janak Maharaj is saying, all these things are there. So this boy whom you are telling, so he should lift this. Janak Maharaj knows that he is Narayana, Supreme Lord Krishna. He can do that. But he has to demonstrate to the whole world. Isn't it? So he asked. So then all that 5,000 special devotees of Lord Shiva, they carried and they brought and they placed. And there is Ram and Lakshman, Vishwamitra in the assembly of that yajna, the yajna that is going on. So the next what happened? So what was the indication given to Lord Ram? So, in what way Lord Ram achieved this? We'll discuss this in the next session. So we'll stop here. Shri Valmiki Ramayana ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.